Hi, hello, it's Nikki and welcome to my messy bookshelf. Today I'm here to share my weekly reading wrap-up. And I am a few hours late filming this, but I have a good reason for that. The same reason why my reading was a little bit slow this week, more slow than normal. For one, I did, after rearranging my shelves, I did decide I wanted to move one of the shelves. So you can see I have a new smaller shelf that used to be on the end over here. So it involved taking down all of these books and rearranging. So you will notice some changes behind me. The other more important reason is that we were spending time with the new additions to our family and our house. And we have adopted 2 new kittens, and it has been a blast. It has been an absolute blast having them in the house. So I now have a small bakery of animals. And I will put a timestamp so you can skip past me rambling about my life. But yeah, we now have a bakery of animals because did I name one of the kittens Donut? Yes, I absolutely did. Yes, I did. So we have Donut in our house, and we now have Coco in our house as well. And that is in addition to our 15-year-old Chihuahua Flan and our 5-year-old pit bull Cookie. So our house is now complete. We have been looking into adopting another animal since we lost our beloved dog last year. So we used to have 3 dogs, and I didn't think it was the right time to introduce a new puppy. So we went for the kittens. But yeah, it has been a lot of fun playing with them, and yeah, I'm just very happy that we have them as part of our family now. And now I have the telltale signs of being a cat owner again, with all the scratches on my hands and my arms. But moving on to what I got into this week. So it was a little bit slower because of everything going on. Thankfully, not because I was in a reading slump. I was nervous that I would get into a reading slump after last week and all of the amazing stuff that I finished. So I did finish one full-length book, and that was book 3 of Dungeon Crawler Carl, the Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook. And this one has been my favorite one so far that I have read. And there's drama in here. It is still the funny, action-packed, hilarious adventure that we are on with these characters, but also there was some drama and there was some emotion in this book, and a lot of friendship and getting to know some newer characters to the series. So I absolutely loved this one. I absolutely loved this one. So finished that. And then I did make some progress in The Stand. I wanted to make more progress, but I'm happy. I read about 45 more pages in The Stand, and I can see that we are kind of making a turn now and going on to some other stuff. So pretty much everyone that was going to perish from the flu seems to have perished, and now the survivors are left and figuring out what they are going to do. So I see that we're sort of on a new track now. And I am hoping to finish this before Big Book Summer, which I believe starts Memorial Day weekend, so the end of this month, or at least here in the US. But I believe, yeah, Big Book Summer will be starting at the end of this month, and I would like to finish this before then because I would like to pick up some other big books for Big Book Summer. But I am not rushing myself, and I know there have been many hard and difficult topics in here, and some very nasty things have happened, but I am also riveted at the same time. So I will continue with this. I have no intention of quitting this one or DNFing it. So still really enjoying this one. And then I didn't want to pick up anything else for May until Friday, May 1st. And that happened to be the day that we actually picked up the kittens. So I didn't really start anything until yesterday. And the only thing I managed to get through for Horror Mayhem, I did get through one short story from this collection by Daphne du Maurier. And the short story I read was Blue Lenses. Blue Lenses was very enjoyable, I have to say. I actually loved it. It's probably one of my favorite short stories I've read in a while. But in Blue Lenses, we are following a woman who is in a hospital bed, and we sort of get the idea that she has been in the hospital for quite some time and she cannot see because there are bandages around her eyes. And it seems that she has just had some sort of surgery on her eyes. And the surgeon tells her, after she's been wrapped up for several weeks, that they are going to fit her with her new lenses. And he does warn her that her vision may change and she will notice some differences in the way that she sees. And I don't want to give too much away, but yes, she is fitted with some new lenses and she notices some very drastic changes in the way that she sees things. And I don't want to say anything else because it was brilliant. And the ending of this short story was like chef's kiss. It was perfection, honestly, for a horror mayhem short story. So I loved that one. I would like to get to The Birds next out of this collection. So definitely recommend Blue Lenses if you have never heard of it or have never read it. So definitely a win for the start of horror mayhem. And then the other one I am working on, which I did make significant progress in, is book 4, the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. So this one is The Gate of the Feral Gods. And we are continuing with our protagonist and company. And I don't want to say too much about these books because I don't want to inadvertently spoil something that happened in one of the previous books, but I'm still loving these. Book 3 is still my favorite, but this one's pretty great. And something happens at the end of book 3 that we learn about at the beginning of book 4, and it was pretty emotional. So yeah, still enjoying this. The friendships, the characters, the just hilarious banter and dialogue in here. The fight scenes are pretty epic. It's just so fun. So I'm gonna continue reading these. I have not picked up book 5 yet because I'm trying to avoid buying more books right now, but we'll see how long I can hold off. I'm not making any promises that I'm not gonna go out and get book 5 because my whole family is reading these. Well, my husband and my son are reading these as well. So yeah, I will continue with the series and I don't see myself getting tired of it. And then on to what I am going to read next. So like I said, I didn't want to start anything else until after May 1st, and then we picked up the cats. So moving on, I think I'm either going to pick up The Warden by Anthony Trollope or Flowers for Algernon. Both of them are ones that I really want to get to, like, very soon. I think I'm sticking pretty close to my pile of possibilities this month. So I have those. I have this Edith Wharton collection, Ghosts, and probably read 1 or 2 of these. But yeah, I'm pretty certain I will get to both of these this month. So we'll see. I'm not sure which one I am going to pick up right now, but it'll be one of these this week. But that is all that I have been up to this past week, and I thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.